What's going on, fellas? This is Guap TV, and this is all the fights to make after UFC 314, starting with the main event. Volk vs Movzar. Now, Movzar's 19-0 in his professional record. He's 9-0 in the UFC. Got wins over a guy like Lopez, Allen. That Arnold Allen fight was a fucking cunt to watch. I don't think that was an illegal knee. I think Arnold Allen was battering the cunt. Close fight though, but still, you gotta win over Allen. Win over Aljo. We all know that was gonna fucking happen. Go to decision. Keep bet the fucking house on that going to decision. And a win over Dan Ige. Now Dan Ige is a fucking underrated fighter. He cracked Diego Lopez in the third round. Was giving him trouble. Beat the fuck out of Sean Woodson in that last fight. He's a solid opponent. He's the only one that really deserves a title shot. Yeah, can fuck off out the picture. He's done nothing in this fucking division, apart from lose to Volk recently. Got a win over Pitbull, which was not that impressive. Pitbull looked fucking shit, didn't even want to engage in any sort of fight. So yeah, can fuck right off, and I don't give a fuck saying that either. And yeah, it's really the only fight that makes sense, boys. So I'm going to go Volk versus Movzar, for a title fight. Alright, moving on to the co-main event. We've got Paddy versus Arman. Now, this would be a scrap, because they're both... Paddy's better on the feet in my opinion, and Arman probably slightly better on the ground, even though it's pretty evenly matched. I think Paddy's grappling's underrated. Arman on a 4-fight win streak, wins over Charles, Beneil, and a few others, but that's his major win so far. Charles and Beneil, ranked 3rd in the division. They got plenty of beef between the two of them, you know, Paddy calling him a fucking helmet and a sausage. You got Paddy, 6-0 in the UFC, coming off a big win against Chandler. He's ranked 7th, got wins over King Green and Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson one wasn't that impressive. He fucked him up in the first round, but after that he got gassed. So yeah, winner of this fight might fight for the title after Ilya versus Islam, so that'd be a good fight. Imagine if Ilya beats Islam, then you got Paddy versus fucking Ilya. That would be fucking funny. Because they obviously had a bit of beef in the past, but I think they sorted it out. They fucking fist bumped each other, but that would be fucking fun fight to watch. That'd be scrappy. I think Ilya would get him out in maybe round 4, but yeah, it'd be a good fight to watch. But Arman versus Paddy, I actually don't know who would win. Leaning towards Arman, maybe decision, but I don't know. Paddy might put him out, to be honest. He's got some nice knees. Paddy's an underrated fighter overall, you know. He's got great grappling, good stand-up game. So yeah, that's the co-main event. Moving on to the next fight, Yair versus Lopez. This has got to happen, fellas, for UFC Mexico, I think. Maybe late September or so. Obviously got the beef you've seen in the press conference for UFC 314. Both fought Volk and lost. Obviously Lopez was a bit closer, but Yair got fucked up by Volk. Obviously Yair coming off a win against Pitbull. Winner of this fight fights for the title after Volk fights Movzar. So might see a Lopez, because I think Lopez fucks up Yair, and I think Volk beats Movzar. So we're gonna see a Lopez Volk rematch. Will be great again. I don't know if Lopez gets Volk out, to be honest. He might do, and then become champ second time round. And if he does, I'll probably go round 2, round 3 to put Volk out. But Volk looked incredible in his last fight. I did predict that he would win by points. Volk looked fucking great. Probably his best fight I've ever seen in terms of him using the jab, low kicks, and just his fight IQ for that fight was sick. One of the best fights I've seen ever, and that's including Izzy versus Gaslam and a good few other fights as well. Alright, moving on to the next fight, chaps. I probably just leaked it. Gene Silva versus Lerone Murphy. Now, fuck Gene Silva. Both coming off big wins, obviously. Win over Bryce Mitchell, which was not my favourite fucking fight to watch. Really wanted Bryce to win, but enough of that. All you cunts coming at me in the comments can fuck off as well. Lerone coming off a win against Josh Emmett, made light work of Josh. Josh couldn't really even touch him, to be honest. Landed a couple overhands, body slammed him, but that's about it. Lerone, you know, outworked him. He's a bit like Leon Edwards, fucking, you know, just stays on the outside, jab kick, boom boom, you know, looks fucking exactly like the cunt as well. I think they'd do a great main event for a UFC Fight Night card. I think it'd be a sick fight to watch. Gene's very talented, both pretty equally skilled and talented. I say Gene's that little bit more technically, a bit more explosive. Lerone's got like very good orthodox sort of style, like technically sound really good, like Leon Edwards, just, you know, crisp fight style. But Gene on the other side, bit more out there, fun fighter to watch, crazy but really talented and really skilled. I'll give Gene his credits where credit's due, you know what I mean? But generally, yeah, good fight matchup to make right now. Fun for the fucking fight fans. Everyone's on Gene Silver bandwagon right now, which is fair enough. The cunt's fucking exciting. Bit of a fucking annoying cunt hanging off the side of the cage though, barking like, piss off mate, fuck off. Anyways, that would be a great scrap. I think it would go... Danny get hurt, Lerone, like Lerone's been hurt before. I think Gene Silver could really hurt Lerone, late third round or something like that. And I'm a Gene Silver, I'm not a hater, but you know, you fucked up, Bryce. Hard watch, sorry chaps. Bad prediction from me. Well, it wasn't bad, just Bryce didn't fight very well. I think the pressure got to him and he looked gassed out in the second round. First round he's doing quite well, but yeah, Lerone's looking real sharp. He's good in the division, I like him. But Gene Silver versus Lerone, that'd be a great matchup. Yeah, I think we make that happen UFC, so better watch this fucking video. Alright, next one. Last but not least, yeah? Reyes versus Rakic. Now, both ranked 8th and 9th, obviously Dominic 8th. Both stand-up fighters, Reyes coming off a 3 KO streak against Anthony Smith, Dustin Jacoby, and Krylov. What a fucking win for Dominic Reyes. That was great to see him back in the fucking, you know, win streak. Good knockout. Rakic fighting absolute killers in his last 4 fights. Obviously, 3 losses in a row. So I think this is a good fight for Rakic to get back, maybe get back a win. I think he beats Reyes. I think Rakic has some killer leg kicks. Whenever this fights someone like Yuri or maybe Carlos Ulberg, I think Ulberg's the most fucking overrated cunt, and I'm from New Zealand as well. I'm not from there, but I live here. I think Ulberg's pretty overrated. I think Jan won that fight. I mean, Ulberg's good, but he's nothing special. I think he gets fucked up by Rakic. You know, that was a pretty shit fight to watch, that Jan and Ulberg. It's not all Ulberg's fault. Jan was a bit, you know, slow and sluggish as well. Didn't really fucking want to engage with each other. I just think Ulberg danced his way around a win that night somehow, but yeah. And then maybe, fucking hell, I misspelt that one, didn't I? And then maybe talks for a title fight if they continue to win. Maybe get a couple wins under the belt, then Reyes might, you know, might have to fight Pereira or something if Pereira loses against... I don't think Pereira loses against Ankalaev again. I think Pereira gets the championship back, or maybe Yuri. I want to see Yuri versus Reyes. That'd be a great fight, because I think Rakic beats Reyes. I don't really want him to verse him. I think Reyes and Yuri would be a much closer fight, but obviously Reyes needs a win first before he fights Yuri, because Yuri's, what, 3rd, I think? Anyways, this would be a great fight night main event, and a real good stand-up kickboxing fight for all you kickboxing fans out there who don't watch fucking gay jiu-jitsu grappling. I mean, it's not gay, because Charles does it and I love it. You know, like that's like Paddy and Charles grappling, where they get them out. You know, they don't just fucking lie on top of them like Pat Sabatini, the pussy. You know, it's actually good grappling to watch. It's fun to watch. Who else is a good grappler? Like, even Islam, to be fair. Arman's alright. But yeah, so that's all my fights to make after UFC 314. I appreciate you tuning in, fellas, and enjoy your night.